Okay, and we're starting.
Hooray!
Yeah, I've just bought Chromicode. You can't see my screen now, but I've just bought it.
Yep.
And it's live, and I've literally putting the pay button, clicking the pay link now. So there you go, people. It is live, so you can hear me.
They want to know what it's all about, don't they?
Yeah, so do I.
Okay.
I've just bought it. I want to know what it's about.
Okay.
So this is a little bit different. This is the reason why I wanted to do this webinar. This is not a normal product, and it's a product that you have to give a little bit of a few moments to think about the possibilities before you start to realize how it can help you. And correct me if I'm wrong, we're talking here about massive increase in an audience reach, building your audience, a massive increase in customer and audience engagement.
Yep.
And some other little really clever things along the way, which make this could be a really important channel to market through.
So in a nutshell, what this lets you do is make Chrome extensions, but you can do it without knowing anything about programming. Before now, if you wanted a Chrome extension, you had to go to an outsourcer or learn to program. You don't have to do any of that. But the big question most people have is when I tell them, you can make a Chrome extension, they go, why the hell would I want to do that? And the answer is multiple things. So I'm going to give you the core few things, and then we'll talk about some other ways that you can monetize this on top of those. So first of all, having an extension in the Chrome store immediately puts you in front of millions of searches every day. Something like 1.4 million searches are done on the Chrome extension store every day. And that's a search place you want to show up in. And you can show up in there for any niche or niche, if you're American, that you want to. You can make your extension do anything in reality. Now, so some simple examples. You've got a website. You could have an updates page that you frame and put into your extension, and so that now will have like the latest news flashes from your website. But the beauty of it is that you can also have push notifications go out whenever you post a news flash update. So you've got a way of driving people to it as well. So if you wanted to run special offers and that kind of thing, then it wouldn't be a problem. You could run a special offer type deal. So, for example, you could do a deal of the day, you could do a deal of the week, you could do whatever you wanted to do. You can put anything in that extension within reason. If it's web content and it can be framed, you can put it in an extension. The real cool thing, though, is that when people install it, you get to follow up with them. So you're not only getting traffic from the Google store, from the Google Chrome extension store, but as people install these extensions, you've got this way of automatically following up, and that they are unstoppable. I say unstoppable, I'll clarify that, push notifications. So you know how at the moment there have been things out that let people install a push notification on their website, but we all know that in Chrome you can just turn them off. You can block every push notification from websites, but that doesn't turn off push notifications that come from extensions. So as long as they have left your extension installed, you can still have follow-up messages go out to them. And with OneSignal, which is a free service we use to handle the push notifications, you can even schedule them so it becomes like an autoresponder for push notifications. So there's a lot of traffic engagement, and you can make the extensions do things that are actually somewhat useful. So if you wanted to, you could frame up a set of training videos, for example. You could take a YouTube playlist and you could deliver training videos in an extension. You can, Kurt's done there's some examples on the sales page which people can check out. Like, for example, Kurt has been running around making unofficial groups for various product launches. And what he does, he sets up a Facebook group and give sort of like discussion and an unofficial support channel. And then on the extension, he'll put the link to that. He'll put his affiliate link to the product. And what he normally does is embed their training videos that come with their product as a playlist. So now people have got a useful tool because they've got the training videos in one place. They've also got direct links to everything. So you can launch Jack effectively through a Chrome extension.
That's pretty...
The big issue with this, and the biggest issue I had, was that I had to come up with a way of explaining it in a sales page. And it does an awful lot. Because there's so many other things you can bolt it into. And so it's a very difficult thing to get across to people in a short space of time. But slowly, as a lot of people have been sort of looking through it, and we've had some people join our Facebook group and they've asked questions. They've seen us posting examples of things that can be done. On the sales information page, there's 3 case studies that Kurt actually did. And then below that, there are dozens and dozens of other ideas that you can apply and do with Chrome extensions. And on top of all of that, we also have a developer option available, and both options available on that front sales page. We're not doing this horrible thing where, oh, you bought that, now upgrade. You can see all the pricing's transparent. It's right there on the front page. The developer license lets you do the same thing, but you can sell the extensions to other people. So, for example, we've given examples of this. Let's go offline first of all. You've got local pizza restaurant. Take a service like Tars that lets you do chatbots very easily. And Tars on their site actually have a pizza bot ordering system. They do a demo based on Domino's Pizza. You could make one of those for your local pizzeria. They could have an extension. Now their customers can install that extension, and you could then sell them access to the push notifications and everything else. When they got a special offer, hey, we got 2 for 1 on pizza. And if you think you could sell that as a monthly recurring service to local businesses, it's not just pizzerias, obviously. Any local business, taxi booking. I mean, there's not really any limit to what you could do with that. But on top of that, it doesn't stop there. If you go developer, we've come up with marketplaces that are totally untapped that you can tap into. For example, Twitch is an online thing where people stream themselves playing video games. Right? I don't get it, but my kids do. They all watch it. So, what you can do is you can take these, go to Twitch people, embed their channel in an extension, and then you can offer to sell them that as another way of them keeping in touch with their users, creating more engagement, which is something they're all interested in doing, and get more views. Because the minute they go live, push notification, I'm live on Twitch right now. Even if that person's not logged into Twitch, but they're in Chrome doing something, they'll get the notification. So it's something that's got a strong hook. So you can, in the same way you can sell to offline people, there's a whole online market as well that you can develop if you want to get down the development route.
So, Andy, I know this is a tool to help people make these things. I mean, how easy is it? There's probably people out there that, thinking to themselves, well, I can't write any code whatsoever. I do not understand even the simplest bit of code. Could I actually make one of these things?
Yes. Okay, here's the easy answer to that. Can you copy and paste on your computer? Do you know how to copy and paste? If you know how to copy and paste, with the tutorial videos we've got, we show you dozens of ideas and ways that you can put this to work without knowing anything technical at all. Philip Lopez, Uncle Phil, yesterday did a video where he got the thing for the first time. We gave him a demo copy and he went through it. His first one he did took him an hour, but he was trying to do something that was a bit outside the range of what you say is really simple. But what he's done is he's made one to promote his group and embed his live videos and things like that in. So he's gone a little bit clever. And the first one he did took him an hour. But that includes all the learning and everything. And I think that's a pretty reasonable learning curve. in reality, if you go for the tutorial videos and you do something simple, like you make one that embeds video content from YouTube, for example, maybe a playlist, you'll be cranking those out in minutes. When Kurt has an idea now, it drives me mad. I've been having many late night meetings with Kurt, and we've been talking for it. And I go, "Could you do this with it?" And Kurt goes, "Yep." Shares his screen, and I'm not kidding. Boom, 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 boom. 2 minutes. It actually takes longer to get the thing listed on the extension store than it does to make it. Because when you submit one to put on the extension store, it takes about 10-15 minutes to go live. So it's quicker to make them than it is to get them listed sometimes. So yes, if you're a complete novice, a newbie, you don't know the first thing about anything code-wise, that's who this is built for. I mean,
I had an idea
yeah.
For one earlier, and that was if you're launching products, if you're bringing products out, you could have a JV notification app, so extension. So you could basically, if you've got a new product coming out, they'll get a little notification on their browser. Also, if they click on the extension, they could see all the news about that product, about where to go to get the email swipes, where they go and learn about the product, where they can see a demo video. You can drop all that into a little window for them when they just click on it, and there it all is. There's all the information, and you can keep it so if you adapt the little page that it's framing, you can keep it current. So it could be the next product. Click it to see what my next product is, and when it's coming out and when it's going live and all that kind of thing. And so they get a little notification, and then you can put a notification out when you add something in, like, hey, we've just added a contest, or we've just added some email swipes, and they get to see that when they're in Chrome to go and have a look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, and tell us about there's a WordPress version as well, isn't there? Or okay. Not a WordPress, a blog version. Can you explain that as well, Andy?
Okay, so do you just want me to, very quickly, I'll tell you the whole funnel, because we're totally transparent about what our funnel is and everything. So on the front end, you've got a choice. The only choice you have to make on the front page is, do I want to build these just for me and my sites and offers and things, or do I want the option to be able to do it for clients as well? And if you do, then you pick up the developer license for like $20 more. Then what we take you to is a one-time offer, which is for a reseller service we are offering. Now, the reseller is literally people can sell Chromicode as their own product. It's not going to be for everyone. And if you buy into that, you can't start selling until after the 26th of September, when our little launch period is over. What we're doing at the end of this launch period, the end of the launch week, we are going to a monthly pricing plan. So anyone that buys after launch is going to have to pay monthly for this. Anyone that buys during this launch is getting it for a one-time fee. The reseller, it's up to you how you sell it. You can sell it as I mean, we're recommending people do it as a monthly fee. And we've got things in there that incentivize people to do it that way, to keep it fair to all the resellers. It's not a cheap option. Then there's standard reseller and white label. The only difference is standard, you sell it as Chromicode. White label, you can call it something else and make it out to be your own product. So that's the first thing that's offered. That is not going to be for everyone. Very few people are going to want to go down the reseller route, okay? But there are people out there who want to do it. So it's like an agency license that we've seen other people offer. So whether you say yes or no to that, you're then told about a special blog edition of the software. Now, all this does, what we've done, we recognize that there are loads and loads of people out there who have got WordPress blogs or blogs with RSS feeds, basically. It's not limited to WordPress. Most people, it's going to be WordPress. So what it does is it lets you build an extension in literally a few clicks that takes the RSS feed from your blog, formats it up nicely, and outputs that into an extension. The advantage of doing that is that you can link that up with the OneSignal push notifications and Zapier, and have it automatically tell people whenever a new post is made on your blog. So in other words, you do a new post, you don't have to then go, right, now I'll go do a push notification, tell them. The minute you publish that, scheduled post, published, it's going to trigger and a push notification is going to go out. they can pop up the extension, get the list of your latest blog posts, click on the post, and be taken straight to that post on your blog. So it's specifically a way of getting extra engagement and things with your audience on your blog. So we've done a special version. Now, I will say this. If you know a little bit more about what you're doing, you could easily replicate that type of thing with the front end product. But what we've done is we've given a super simple, direct, few clicks, fully automated way of doing it as an option. And we're offering both a personal use and a developer license on that as well. And then we're also, beyond that, we're offering the same reseller opportunity as the next OTO. So that's the entire funnel. What we desperately didn't want to do, I don't know about you, Barry, but I know you hate these two. I hate those launches where you buy a bit of software and it goes, well done, you just bought our software. But to get the full version that does everything, it's an upsell. I hate that. So we don't do it. We're on the front end, total transparency, personal developer license. Then there's reseller opportunities, which take it or leave it. That's not going to be for everyone. It's like a totally different thing. And the only other thing we've done is this WordPressing, which is entirely optional and is just for the people that want a really, really quick and easy way of firing out these like blog-based ones. So it really is making what it is. You're paying for a time saving if you pick that up, rather than, But all the core functionality, all the important stuff is in that front end product.
Anybody got any questions about what you've heard so far? Is everybody clear about what the potential this product's got and what it can do for you? Any question? You can either stick them in the questions thing below, or you can stick them in the chat box at the side. If you want a link, if you just look just below the video there, just below Andy and myself, there is 3 tabs. If you click on the offers tab, you will see there's a button which is the link to the Chromicode sales page. And that is live now. It's a little bit early. So it is a dime sale, isn't it, Andy? So it's going up a little bit every
okay, so
sales.
Officially, the cart opens at 10 a.m. But what we've done is we have opened it for select partners, Barry being one of them, so that people can go in early and get it. And it's on a dime sale. So the advantage to you of getting in early is that you are getting the best possible price, because that price is going to slowly tick up anyway. So by the time it hits live at 10 a.m., the price won't be as low as it is now. So to get the absolute best price, click on that link that you see in the thing, and it says it's not open. What's it taking you to? Refresh your page to do a control. If you visited before and it was on that countdown page, it may still be showing, but we have set up a redirect. And I tested it a moment ago, and it was definitely going. Yeah, Mark's saying it's open. Do control refresh in Chrome on that page if that's what you're on, and it will refresh and trigger over and do an update. So we did set an auto redirect, but for some people it doesn't trigger. I don't know why. It's something to do with JavaScript we use. But if you refresh, it should open up without any problem.
I just stuck the link in the sidebar there. That's my link. So we'll do it.
I'm just going to click on it myself and make sure. Yep, that's definitely open. That's taken me straight to the main page there.
Cool. So Mark said he's going to curate some YouTube videos, then make the extension like a lead magnet.
Perfect idea. Yeah, absolutely perfect idea.
So that'd be like, can you explain a bit more about that? Because Kurt's done something similar to that, hasn't he?
Right. One of the ones Kurt did and is shown on our sales page, case study 2, was what you do, you tap into the freemium model, right? People love free stuff. Now, remember, these extensions Google loves Google, right? So anything Google own, Google love to rank in their own search engine. That's why YouTube videos rank well, and the same applies to these extensions. So if you tap into even quite competitive keywords. So Kurt wanted to target people for Facebook ads training. So what he did, he went to YouTube, and he did not, this is the great thing, he didn't make any of this training himself. He found some good Facebook ad training freely available on YouTube, put it into a playlist, and made that into an extension. Now he lists that in the Chrome store, and obviously he's got the keywords like Facebook ads and all this sort of thing. Google love Google, so he now starts ranking not super high at first, but you know, it's getting there. And the beauty of this is people are finding it, and they install this extension, and they've now got this video training they can go through. But all the push notifications, it's him controlling. So now what he can do is he can send out a notification, and he can auto schedule these as well. So they get, he knows they're into Facebook ads now. So now send him a thing. I've got some advanced Facebook ad training. Would you like it? Is a special offer. Here's the link. I've got another great bit of Facebook ads related training for you in a PDF format. Give me your email address. I'll send it to you. They go, yes, please. They can type their email address into one signal, and you can add them to an autoresponder, and then you can trigger that PDF going to them. So now he's building people.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I use one signal on my blog, but I didn't know that you could add people in.
Yes, you have to do it, and Facebook rules are you have to make it clear that that's what you're doing. So you can't in one signal just go, steal your email address from Facebook and do it. What you can do is say, type in your email address and I'll send you the information. And when they do, you can have a thing that gets it. And I think you have to use Zapier with it, and you zap over the details and add them into autoresponder. So Kurt's now adding people in that are interested in that topic. So now he's able to target things that are even relatively tricky using the freemium model. People love this freemium thing. Now you could take it further than that. You know, I've said to people, you know, look at all that old PLR you've got. Upload it to YouTube as unlisted, pop it in a playlist, deliver it, as long as it's content you're allowed to give away for free. But you can take it further, because you can do effectively in-app purchases inside an extension. You could, for example, have a set of videos and have a little button underneath that says, get the advanced version, click here. And when they do, it frames up your Thrivecart order page, and they can do that order online there and then. And that's it. Content's delivered. So
in that case, you'd put the videos on a little page, wouldn't you?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And then they effectively sort of unlock the other bits. So Kurt has done a similar thing. There's a case study with in-app purchase for his SSL training. So you go in, I think it lets you see the first video, and then if you want to see the rest of it, you have to pay, and you pay, and he unlocks it. He's using a couple of other services to handle the delivery and things like that, but that's explained. Mark says, it gives me a great way to unlock list building in my Udemy course too. Yeah, fantastic. I don't know if you can frame Udemy. I don't think they let you actually frame a Udemy course. So I don't think you could make an extension that framed it, but you could certainly have an extension that delivered additional content inside. So you could say to the people in your course, oh, there's a great extension that's got some extra thing in it. And you can do that without raising any alarms at Udemy. Skillshare and things like that, I believe you can frame. So you could do that sort of thing. Give it away with content once they get it. Well, yeah, exactly, Mark. Mark's got some ideas coming out already.
Mark's cooking.
And here's the other thing. We realised, Kurt termed the phrase middleware, which I love. This doesn't have to. This standalone does loads, right? But there's so many tools, services, and products you probably already own that you can hook this in with. For example, remember a while ago, AppSumo did a deal on TARS, which is a chatbot system. You can frame a TARS chatbot, and we actually did a demo where we framed their demo pizza delivery bot, which I mentioned earlier for the pizza. You can frame Chit Chat Chimp. So I'm looking over to the side because I'm trying to remember all the things you can do with this. Outgrow, Appbox Studio.
Salsa.
Yeah, exactly. WP chatbot. You can put YouTube this year. Who got the latest app Sumo deal on Cloud App? Make some videos with it. They host those videos for you. Frame that video. Just stick it straight in. They're hosting it for you. You haven't got to pay for hosting. Everlesson. If you've got Everlesson, you can put Everlesson things in, and then you can have the in-app purchase type thing in that, because then they buy the thing direct in there and they log in through it. Easy Deal Builder. I know that you promoted that a long time ago. It's an old thing now, but it's mobile responsive, and the version of that came out. If you wanted to do a deal of the day or a deal of the week or a daily deals page thing, tie it in with that. Flow. JVZoo automated webinars. You know, JVZoo now have got those automated webinar things you can promote. Get one of them, stick it in the thing, and list it in the Chrome extension store as training on whatever the topic is. And it's your affiliate link embedded in it. So when they go to it and they watch it and they get the end, and if they choose to then buy, your affiliate link. So it's another angle for affiliate promotions. There's just so many. Once you start digging into what you can do with it, you know, your head will just want to explode. And no matter what version you pick up, personal, developer, whatever, you get the software itself. You get a set of training videos by Kurt, and Barry will know. Kurt is brilliant at training. He's very clear, concise. It's what he does in his. Kurt doesn't do this IM thing full time. He does. He does some other stuff for a big company, and he does all their training. That's what he's paid to do. Gets paid the big bucks for doing webinar training. So he's done all the training videos for this, and they are fantastic. Then you also get access to our live Facebook support group, which has currently got over 500 people in it already anyway. And beyond that, if there's a fast action bonus as well, where if you pick this up today, you also get the Chromicode case studies. And these are videos of us actually demonstrating the things that we're telling you can do with this. So there's, you know, he'll demonstrate, oh, here's how you do a pizza bot. Here's how you do this. Here's how you do that. And we're going to keep adding to that all the time. So several, you know, you're not going to be on your own. If you're sat there going, well, that's all very well, but I'm not creative. I can't come up with ideas. Just nick our ideas, because we've got ideas that we're doing, and the market is big enough that anyone could do this, because you're likely to do it in a niche we're not doing it in. You're likely to approach a different bunch of Twitch users than we are. And that's the whole thing about this. These are massive marketplaces, and we're giving exact examples with video walkthroughs. So there's nothing to get stuck on. Even if you are the least technical, total imbecile, you know, even Richie Nolan could use this, for goodness sake. I mean, it's I had to get that in. Or Declan Mack, you know, all these people that are known for being the least technical people on the planet, they could operate this. And so even if you're not creative, we're going to give you ideas, and you can follow them through and duplicate what we're doing. Can you use it to flash up Amazon affiliate products? There's no reason why not, because you can. You've got those sort of, like, you know, there's Amazon ads you can do. You could just put them on a page and frame them into the extension. So you could do Amazon thing, and if you're like following the special, you know, Amazon deals, or you're targeting a certain niche, whenever you're promoting a new one, say you're doing fitness products and there's a new multi-gym, because obviously you want to do the high ticket products on Amazon because you only get like 10-15% commission or less. I don't know what it is these days, because I'm not an Amazon affiliate. But you could go and push out a notification that goes, this is on offer and here's the link. Take it further. There are loads of fitness videos for free on YouTube. Do a fitness extension. They go there, they've got some video training. Underneath, they've got a link for more information, which is probably an affiliate link. And then you can push notify them of any Amazon special offer on a multi-gym or piece of fitness equipment. I mean, there's really so many ways you can take this. You can tell Mark's getting excited. He's going boom. Yeah. And you can tell I'm excited. I can't contain my excitement in this product, and I've been part of this. Kurt invented it. Kurt came up with it. Kurt's brainchild. I don't take any credit for that. Kurt came to me and he said, "I need, you know, will you give me a hand with this, because you've got experience in doing software that helps people do things easier." And when he started, and I've got to admit, at first, I didn't fully get it. I went, well, it's kind of all right. And then when he started showing me the stuff you could do, I was like, I want in. I am all over this thing. And I have, my excitement for it hasn't dropped ever since. And I've been doing tedious stuff like writing sales copy for it.
I think, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's a good idea. It was always a good idea to have more than one way of speaking to your audience. Whether
Absolutely.
you're growing subscription on your YouTube channel, you need to be able. These days, it used to be very simple. It used to be very much email only. Now you need to have some engagement on Facebook, on YouTube, and everything. This is just another extra string to your bow. Getting engagement with your audience. And I think anything as powerful as this, you need to be able to take a good look at it, and you need to definitely get a hold of it, because this is enabling you to do something that you haven't been able to do up till now, unless you were a coder.
Right.
And the door is open. And once the door's open, you can enjoy yourself.
And I did that thing. I went to a couple of the freelancer sites and just posted a dummy job to see what sort of response I got back. I was going to use it in the sales copy, but I didn't in the end, because I didn't want to really major on that, because it's a little bit different. But just asking them, can you write me a simple extension that puts my blog posts in an extension and gives me push notifications? And the quotes that are coming back are $500, $1,000, that sort of thing. The Chromicode takes you 10 minutes and you've done it. It's, that's the reality of it. I'm just trying to think. I just want to cover like a couple of frequently asked questions that we've had as I've done, because I've done a couple of interviews for people and stuff. And there's things that haven't come up here, but definitely if you're watching a replay, I want to make sure that it's covered for them. Are there any monthly fees? No. If you pick this up during the launch period, it's a one-time fee. After the launch period, which is only a week, after launch, we are switching to a pay monthly model, because it's the only sensible way of doing business so that you can maintain these things. But anyone that gets in at launch gets it for life. And the other big question is, are there other expenses or costs? Yes, but they're not much. You have to pay Google $5 to be able to list 20 extensions in the marketplace. And you pay them the $5, and then you can list up to 20. And then when you've exceeded that, you have to pay another. It's 25 cents each to put a listing in. That's it. So there is that just to be aware of, but it's really nothing. I've already been through the upsells. If you build something for a client, do they have to have their own copy of Chromicode? No, they don't. You build the extension. The extensions are standalone. And the extensions that we build don't have Chromicode branding in them anywhere. So there's nothing in that. Even if you, on the personal license, when you build one for yourself, there's no Chromicode callback or anything like that. None of that in there at all. And what computers can it run on is the other one we get asked. Anything that runs, you can run it. You can run the actual Chromicode builder on any modern web browser, including tablets and things like that. But the extensions themselves that it spits out need to run in the full version of Chrome. So that is not the Chrome that you get on an iPad tablet or an Android tablet at the moment. It may be in the future, but it's not yet. But any PC, Mac, Linux desktop machine, or of course Google Chromebooks, they run the full version of Chrome. You can run the extension on those.
Denise has got a question there. People don't have to enable the Chromicode extension.
No. What happens is so you've got an extension, it's in the Chrome store. You go to the Chrome store, you find it comes up and they go, I want that one. There's a button that says add. They click it and it adds and installs and makes it live right away. So it's automatically live. They have to go into their extension manager and disable or remove it if they don't want it after that. So it's a one-click install, which is the beautiful part of it. There's no jumping through hoops. There's no, how with like Facebook apps, you get all the stupid warning messages about all the things it's going to do. You don't get any of that. It's just like, if you choose to install it, the terms are in the sidebar in the Google App Store. So it's telling them what the thing does. So they click install, boom, it's straight into Chrome.
Yeah, they don't need to add anything from Chromicode to make the extensions work. They are proper extensions, standalone.
Absolutely. Completely standalone, completely independent with no branding on them. And I say that because there was another product that came out a few weeks back. We'd already got ours planned, and they jumped in and got theirs out ahead of us. But all theirs does is make a bookmark, which is pretty. There's no reason for people to keep it installed. So plus, although there's no obvious branding, bits of it comes up with their name. You do see it. So we wanted to not do that. So these are completely independent extensions.
So hopefully your minds will be filled now with ideas of different ways that you could utilize this, different things that you could put out there. I think the key thing is make something that Andy said earlier, make something sticky, make something that people don't want to uninstall because it's too much value to them. They want to keep it there, so it could be a little resource of some kind that they'll keep referring back to. And if you have something like that, you'll always be able to send them push notification because they're never going to get rid of that extension.
Absolutely.
Anybody else got more questions to ask?
I mean, if anyone comes up with questions after this, obviously ping them over to Barry. If Barry doesn't know, he'll ask me. I'm about all day today, being that it's launch. Can you link Chromicode with MailerLite? Yeah, indirectly. What you would do is you have the one signal push notifications. You need to send them notifications that encourage them to say, yes, you can add me to a list, because that's the rules of those notifications and everything else. But when they do, you can tie it in with Zapier. We use Zapier in the middle. You use a free level of Zapier. You zap over the details and it passes it through to MailerLite. And Kurt has already done that because he uses MailerLite. And that's exactly what he's using to add the people to all the ones that install his extensions. So pretty much any autoresponder you can link this up with because of the way we're linking OneSignal and Zapier. And as I say, it's like middleware. This kind of sits and ties some cool things together. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I see
price is going up, guys. So
yeah, well,
you want to hit that offer tab below.
Exactly. You've still got. I mean, we're a little way off when the official launch happens, but it is open now. Use Barry's link there. The cart is open, and yeah, I'm seeing. I don't know. There's lots. There's certainly lots of sales coming in because my phone's bleeping away like mad. Kurt's just messaged me some stats, but I haven't had a chance to look at them yet. Done 50 plus sales already, and this is just the early bird. Yeah, and remember, you also get access to that Facebook group, and we've had some people in there ahead of time, so it's already a bustling community where people have been posting ideas and showing what they've done. A friend of mine, Volker, posted a video yesterday showing something he's made. And Philip Lopez has done one. So it's not just Kurt and I in there going, oh, here's an idea. It's now people are starting to share ideas, and it's a real community forming. Because the beauty of this, it's such a wide open marketplace. It doesn't matter if we say, here's an idea, because even if you do the exact same idea, there's enough business out there and enough of an audience for everyone. So it's a huge opportunity. Do you have any more questions, Barry? Anything else you want to ask? I think so. No, I think you covered it all. I did have questions earlier, but I think you've covered them all. Okay.
Actually.
Well, and as always, with any product that I'm involved with, 100% risk-free money-back guarantee, and we stand by our guarantee. If you get it, you try it out. If at any time in the first month you decide this isn't for me, I'm not, whatever, I do ask that you at least try it. Actually try using it. Be in the Facebook group and ask questions and whatever. There's a little learning curve. There's a few videos you're going to have to watch just so you understand a few basics, but they're not very long. But as long as you do that and try it out, and if you don't feel it's for you, all you got to do is fire a support ticket or an email over to Kurt and say, "It's not for me," and he will go, "No problem," and he'll hit the refund button. Nice and quick. We don't mess around. If this isn't for you, we don't want your money. It's as simple as that. You know, it's our whole approach to launching is somewhat different to a lot of other people. We're totally transparent about our funnel. We're totally transparent about what's in it, what the choices are, and everything else. And we are 100% on those things. You want your money back, you can have your money back. It's not a problem. I only want you to have this
John.
if you're going to use it.
John's just got his copy. Well done.
Well done, John. You're going to love it. I promise you. It's one of those things. You'll start at first. You'll start using it, and you'll go, "Oh, this is all right. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can do that." And then suddenly the ideas start coming, and you'll be in that Facebook group seeing what other people, and you're just gonna. It's like my head has, has exploded with ideas.
I'll tell you what this is like, right? This is like. Remember when you first brought out Software Product Magic, even before iCurator Pro, Software Product Magic, and I remember seeing that coming live on the Warrior Forum and missing it.
Yeah, you didn't because you didn't really get it.
I didn't. I got it, kind of, but I couldn't see the potential until afterwards, and then it was about a year afterwards, and I'd kind of forgotten about it, and then. I had never actually forgotten about it. It was always in the back of my mind. I should get that. I should get that. And then you put it out again as a Black Friday or something. I think it was. But it's like that, isn't it? Where this you can see that there's something there, and you just. But when those ideas come, boom! You know, I was all over the place with it, creating this, creating that. I think I had about within the next 2 or 3 months. I think I had 2 products of the day using it. When it first came out. And then iCurator Pro is another one, and this is kind of like those, isn't it? It's something which has got so much potential, so much latitude.
And you know what? Here's the thing. You know what iCurator Pro does with it? You can put videos together, you can have buttons or whatever. You can effectively do that with Chromicode because you just frame up a secret page or whatever. And then you deliver your content by getting them to download the Chrome extension and use it that way. And the beauty of that is PC, Mac, Linux, Chromebooks, a lot bigger audience, whereas iCurator, of course, is Windows only. So even if you only use it for content delivery in a nice way, and it has that stickiness with the push notifications and everything, even if you use it just for that, you're going to, so that's just another use for it, product delivery. So. Yeah,
I love it. I love it. You could put it would work, wouldn't it? You could put you could have a series of videos, and then at the bottom you could have an opt-in form, couldn't you?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely you could. You can put a set of videos in and have a buy button underneath to buy the rest of them. All that kind of thing. There's so you can absolutely patch into the freemium thing, which is great because that'll come up on searches. Oh, you have an idea?
Perkzilla.
Do you know Perks is an interesting one because Perkzilla has to be iframed in your site, and I don't think you can therefore. I don't think it would quite work with this because I did ask her, and we're still tinkering to see if we can work out a way, but. All right.
Well, the other way is you'd have a link, wouldn't you? You click the link and it'd take them to the registration page.
Exactly. So you could have they download video number 1. You want to get video number 2? Click here. It opens up in a web browser. They put in their email to get video number 2. As soon as they've got that, to get video number 3, you've got to tell 2 friends about it. So you're doing this thing where you're giving them the complete course for free gradually, but you're making them do little micro tasks in order to get it. So the first micro task, install this extension. Second micro task, put in your email. Third micro task, share it with 2 friends. And then, and then by that way, they unlock the complete product for free. But of course, you've had the viral thing. And when they share in Perkzilla, when you say share with a friend, what you do is you send those people to the Chrome extension page because Perkzilla lets you divert anyway. So they go there, they get the extension, and now they're going through the exact same process. So yes, you could do it that way with Perkzilla. So or up viral or any of those things. It really is middleware. It can tie so many other things together, which is, and this is going to make you look down your list of JVZoo and Warrior Plus purchases, all those other things you bought, and start an AppSumo deals you bought, and think, oh my God, I can use that with this. Oh, because that's exactly what I've been doing. So I've got half a dozen ideas that I'm desperate to do, and I'm at time because I've been focused on getting this ready. So, after this week, I'm going to be cranking out some extensions for myself.
Okay, guys. So the price is going up with every few sales. The developer looks like it's going up quite a bit more than the personal.
It was bound
license.
$20 extra, and you get the advantage that you can build these for clients or whatever. And other things we haven't even mentioned. You could flip or sell a Chrome extension once you built the audience. So you could do one in a niche, build the audience, and if you've got developer license, you could sell that whole thing as a going concern to somebody else. You give them the one Signal account, you give them everything else, boom, and they take it over. So if you build one on dog training, then you could contact people that got dog training products and go, I've got this, and it's already got 1,000 installs on the Chrome store. How much will you pay me for it?
Yeah, with a way of contacting those people.
Exactly,
as well.
Exactly. You get the whole thing. So you set as a going concern. So there's another whole idea there that you can see. I'm giving value here, Barry. I'm giving people ideas. So that's why the developer one's is bound to be something that excites people because it's like $20 difference roughly. A little bit more now. $20, $21 difference, something like that.
So I've put the link in the sidebar there. There's also a link at the bottom under the offers tab. So you can click there. So my advice, head over there and grab it. Anybody else got a question for Andy? Is there anything you're not quite clear on how it works, or how anybody not quite clear on the mechanics of it? You all understand exactly what these Chrome extensions will do and what they are and everything else? Just stick a question in the chat box. Any questions? It doesn't matter, what sort of question. There's no bad question.
Crikey, it's converting at 30% on the front end. Going mad. Lovely. If you've purchased already, thank you very much, because Kurt and I genuinely appreciate your business. We don't ever take it for granted. We really do want to put valuable products out. You'll notice this is only, I don't do launches anymore. I haven't done for a long time. The launch model is full of people pumping out a product every 4 to 6 weeks. You can't put quality out if you do that. My last big launch was November last year. And I wouldn't be doing this one, but Kurt had the product and everything else and just needed some extra help bringing it to market. So that's why I got involved, because I just had to evangelize this product and get it out there and tell people about it, because I could see the huge potential. But, I probably won't do another launch for 6 to 12 months now, because I don't need to. It's not it's not what I do. This is all about getting quality out there. So, so if you've picked it up, genuinely thank you for your purchase. Get in that Facebook group, dig into it, go through the training, look at what it can do. And I promise you, if you take action, like anything else, you have to take action once you've got it. But if you put this to work, it's very simple, and you will come up with dozens of great ways of using this.
And I want to throw one thing in there, and that is, I was amazed at how cheap it is. I know it's a one-time payment. I was expecting it to be $97 or even $197 just for this week, but it's nothing like, $27 for the personal and 47
yeah.
or so.
The nearest competing product, which isn't really a competitor because it doesn't do anything that we do. It makes a bookmark and gives them an opt-in thing. That's all it does. Theirs is $67 to build 25 extensions. Then you've got to buy it again. And there's no developer license. So if you want to do it on someone else, when you transfer it, they've got to buy a license for that as well at $67. Ours, boom, you buy that developer license one time and you can do what you like then. You're off and running. There you go.
Okay, so with that, shall we call this a wrap? If there's no more questions, and head over and grab it.
Thanks.
Give it a whirl. Have a bit of a play with it.
Thanks, Barry.
Thanks for
good to see you as always. See you again soon.